welcome back, watch fans. We got another amazing and shocking episode for you today. That's right. It's unbelievable but true. We're watching a live disaster. This is a live coverage of a disaster unfolding. I mean, you only get that from this channel, the number one watch channel on the planet, and that's why you got to join. You got to join so that you can become a. You're going to see a case study exactly, which explains to you why you need to join the channel, and become an aristocrat, or you can suffer like what you're going to see right now. We're going to go live. We're going live to the ArchieLuxury channel to watch an unboxing of. This is like the Hindenburg exploding. This is like the Hindenburg striking lightning. What did it strike? It ran into an electric pole or something. This is what happens. This is what happens when these Kukistanis, part of the ArchieLuxury axis of Kuk, when they they get sucked into the vortex of the Bogan of Brisbane. It's unbelievable but true. We may have to invite the we have to invite Watch Nicholas. Now, Watch Nicholas might be busy. Performing how shall we say services for one of his female clients. He's providing gigolo services. So I don't know. No. Keslowitz is part of Kukistan. I think he's really part of the Kukistani, the axis of Kuk, really. He's really part of the Archie. See, ArchieLuxury is really kind of part of it's kind of the Kukistani axis, the axis of Okuk, ArchieLuxury, that whole thing. Unbelievable but true. Oh, next, it's always the tease. This is what he was telling this is what he tells his female clientele, his sugar mamas, who send them thousands of dollars. They send them thousands of dollars to keep him in style. That's right. They're paying for that watch. You see that watch, that Rolex Yachtmaster, the white gold on the Oyster Flex? That was paid for by one of his sugar mamas. That's right. The axis of Kuk. So we're going to go live. We're going to go live to the disaster as it's unfolding. Let's zoom in on this right now. Hang on. Let's zoom in, and we're gonna get the reaction. So here it is.
That's pretty.
Oh, so already. Okay, so he does the unboxing. Wait. Hang on. Okay, wait. Oh, wait. We go to the. Did I skip forward? Okay, so you got the Bogan of Brisbane. He's got the one shirt. He reminds me of Ron Jeremy. Ron Jeremy, the famous porn actor. He also had black T-shirts. He never actually bought any clothing in the last 50 years. All his clothes was basically T-shirts he got free from different companies in the industry. Everything. The guy basically, that was what he was known for. Basically, not buying any clothes. It was like Archie, very similar actually. They're both, corpulent gentlemen.
Okay, thank you so much, Paulie. So much.
Okay, so here comes the unboxing. Okay, so again, it's the axis of Kuk. He's got the JJ watch. Oh, you know what? No, maybe the Bukia. It's part of the same axis. It's the axis of Chomos. He's got the JJ watch hangout card. I don't know. He's got a gift card, something or other. But it's going to go bad. Things are going to go sideways when you see a Ulysse Nardin box. And we're going to explain the problems of Ulysse Nardin in case you guys don't understand. But we have to. This is. This guy is really like case study in everything that can go wrong. He's a sucker to buy every marketing gimmick out there.
What else we got? Is that the last super chat?
Okay.
Let's have a look.
This is a live unboxing. He's got the box, a giant box from Ulysse Nardin. This was a watch brand that was basically.
You gotta buy that shit secondhand. You know that, don't you?
No kidding. We'll get to that.
You mentioned this is a possible flipper, right? Archie, so we got to keep that in mind, Archie.
Wait. Did he buy this new? In a boutique? What is it? Got a leather cuff over there? Is that a cuff? What is it? What the hell is that? Some ratty. Somebody ate that watch box. What the hell is that? I don't know. He's got some dildos. Oh, he's got various accoutrements on the desk. Oh man. Okay, so let's watch. He's got Mike this. Okay, so this is the problem with Archie. He's got Mike the
Ready?
Silk on. He's got this Bukiak who wears compression socks. He's got this busted down valise. Mike the Snake. I mean, this is what happens. Part of the Archieverse. It's you got these bust downs. I mean, you get sucked into this vortex of just of failure of Disasterville, and that's what's going on here. You got Mike the Snake. This is a guy who's wearing the compression socks. Who's got the fan in the room in the trailer park. He's got a car up on blocks in the yard, and he's here to give advice on on watches.
Drum roll. Da, da, da.
Da-da-da-da! Puppy power!
Boom!
Any more gay than this? Okay, look at this. A freak.
The freak, boys. I give you the Ulysse Nardin Freak.
Ah, you're about a freak.
Now,
Hey,
this isn't your
boys.
average freak, boys. This is a Freak X Magma. Okay.
No, is this
Hey boys, hang on. Okay, so I don't even know what this. I mean, it's first of all, like I want to stay away from all things like Ulysse Nardin. I mean, well, I should say this. You know, they had some kind of like, you know, back in the day, they were kind of, you know, they were like a wayward brand. Let's just say they were like, hang on, let's look this up. Ulysse Nardin Magma. I think it's a freak whatever the fuck this is. Freak Magma. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna pull this up. They have these. Oh shit! I look. This is what happens. We went sideways. We're pulling it up. We're pulling it up. It's this. It's this. So these are going for roughly 23 grand. I mean, on Chrono 24. Oof. Oof. No, probably less. It's got to be less. 18. Oof. Oof. 14. 20. Basically, for the direct comp, it's like 20, 23. Let's just say 20 because you can't give, I mean, nobody can give this away. You really cannot give this away. Now, it's got red on it. I mean, this is, I don't know. This is like this guy, I don't know. I mean, hang on, so what happened? Oh, my YouTube thing. Oh, shit. What happened to YouTube? Wait. Okay, so what happened? The comms. By the way, guys, when you join the channel, you're going to avoid these mistakes. When you click the join button right below the video, you're going to become an instant aristocrat. That's right. You don't want to be a peasant like this Keslo buying this shit or watch. I mean, look at this. I got to get this off the screen because this is actually like people are leaving just looking at this garbage. But let's go back to the Keslo. Let's go back to this Bukiak. Let's go back to this Kukistani. The Prince of Kuk. Oh, we got one of our aristocrats. The dollar store reshot. You know what? That's actually quite accurate. The new freak. Well, no. So Ulysse Nardin was kind of like, you know, they had some interesting watches back in the, I don't know, 90s, early 2000s, kind of like they're always a little bit off. They were always a little bit off kilter. It was something that like Russian oligarchs would buy. Like it was kind of like they bought that, they bought the Breguet. I mean, the oligarchs, the Russians basically kept Ulysse Nardin afloat. And I mean, the company basically went bankrupt, almost bankrupt. I mean, basically went bankrupt once the sanctions kicked in with, you know, with the Ukraine situation. Because the Russians weren't buying anymore, right? Actually, the Ukrainians also were buying, but you know, it's the same thing. Russians, Ukrainians, that whole thing. They loved Ulysse Nardin, just like they loved, you know, wild, you know, Versace and Moschino clothes back in the 90s. Versace, Moschino, big labels. I don't know what the Russians saw in the Ulysse Nardin. I think because it sounded French, it sounded sophisticated or something. I don't know, but they had kind of, you know, flashy watches. You know, in the kind of flash, a lot of gold in the 90s, whatever. But now they did this Kukistani pivot with trying to look like a discount Richard Mille. They're like a Richard Mille. They're like the peasant Richard Mille, like the dollar store. Yeah, I would say that's correct. I mean, everybody's trying to do this look. Look, guys, you cannot do this look unless you get something really serious. I mean, hey, the Freak, I know there's a story, blah, blah, blah. There's a story. I don't want to hear stories. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
So one thing interesting about this is that the typical Freak was known for not having a crown. So this is the newer version. It's kind of their more entry.
Okay. So, this is mistake number. I mean, forget about the idea of mistake. The Ulysse Nardin Freak was a big mistake. But then the guy has to buy the watch that's kind of like the one that the brand that it's not known for. I mean, they want the one without the crown because that's part of the whole shtick, right? Without the crown, that's the whole shtick. But he buys the one with the crown because, you know, he needs to make a compromise. And obviously nobody wants it.
Level, you know, typically you would move the bezel to move the whole movement itself. So this is their newer version of it. So you got the domed sapphire, right? Domed sapphire,
Wow.
and it's beating at 3 hertz. 3 hertz.
Unbelievable. It looks like Watch Nicholas is cheating on us. He's double timing us. He's on the ArchieLuxury channel as he's he's got his foot on both. He's getting both rivers, so to speak. That's right. That is what's happening here. The dollar store discount Bukiak watch. Here's the thing. Let's take a look at this. Now, first of all, it's got these red colors. What is this, like a Spider-Man thing? I mean, this guy is, I don't know. No white person should wear this watch. I mean, it's just like the red. It's not for white people, this watch. I mean, this guy, and nobody is whiter than this Kessler guy. I mean, you look at this guy. I mean,
so it's a slow beat rate. It's got the big balance. So what you have?
Oh, he's big balance. So he's all horological expert now. I mean, this Bukiak went from having 3 shitter Rolexes. I mean, he literally 6 months ago he had a box of Rolex shitters. I mean, they're all the same watch. Steel Rolex. He went from being a Rolex fanboy. Now he's all of a sudden, Mr. Horology. He's got a Patek Perpetual. Obviously, the wrong one. It's like this is what happens with these newbies. They kind of go all in without, like, they go off the rails. This guy's
Here is what's called the baguette
rails.
movement. Okay, so some call this the flying carousel.
The flying carousel. It's the flying Bukiak.
This was invented in the 1890s as an update to the tourbillon system.
Oh, he's telling you the whole sales pitch. He's giving you the whole sales pitch that the guy in the store told him. I mean, he's basically memorized the sales pitch that the guy in the store told him on this watch. I mean, because that's what they do. That's the brands. They're really good at educating the salespeople at the boutiques, so they can sell you a line of bullshit. I mean,
tourbillon was known for breaking easily. It was very expensive. So this was a less expensive, more robust version.
Less expensive. That's what we need. We need a cheap tourbillon. We need the poor man's tourbillon.
Of the tourbillon. So when you pull, this is a no screw down crown. You can just turn it.
What the fuck? This guy needs to cut his nails. This is disgusting.
And when you pull this out, you set the time, right?
Oh, you set the time? You pull out the crown? Oh my God, that's crazy. I never heard of that.
Your carriage moves. So basically what you have here is there's no hands, there's no dial. Okay, what you're looking at is a minute hand that acts as the carriage.
So, so it's made out of plastic.
Okay.
Holy shit, you're joking. That was, if someone bought that in 24?
Yep.
So you said it was 35,000, is that right?
That's right.
Focus. There we go. What did you pay?
I'll tell you off stream because it is going to be listed. I am going to pull the mic for sake. I am going to list it.
What?
Come on, don't be like
These are hard to get. These are hard to get. So
they're hard to get. What is this guy crazy? We just showed you 5 of these examples. People can't give them away. They can't give this thing away. Look at this. He said hard to get. It's right there. There's like this. You can, let me tell you something. This is like, it's an iceberg. Whatever you see here, I guarantee you there's 20 more below the surface. Okay, because these guys, they don't want to show you. These dealers are so desperate. They don't want to show you that they have 100 of these sitting in inventory. This is like the ultimate gray market watch, basically. You realize this. This is literally what the gray market was for. It was basically the gray market, the Roman Scharfs of the world. Their whole business was basically buying closeout merchandise. Closeout merchandise. We get the Baron Davidson, philanthropist Davidson here, really doing God's work. But yeah, Roman Scharf, the whole gray market business originally was buying garbage watches that brands couldn't sell. They would buy them like 20 cents on the dollar and sell them for 30 cents on the dollar. All right, we got another peasant was lifted up. Another peasant has been lifted up by the Duke. We're going to call him the Duke Davidson now. We're going to call him Duke Davidson. That's what it is. The Duke Davidson lifting the peasants out of oh, he watch Nicholas. He gifted watch Nicholas. Finally, Nicholas is now an arrest. Look, he needs it because he's maybe he does need it because what it is. His whole grift, Nick's grift is he's got all these sugar mamas. He's a gigolo. He's a virtual gigolo to these lonely women, 50 plus, postmenopausal women out there, and they send thousands of dollars. And now that he's an aristocrat. I mean, listen, there's nothing that is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Okay. Look, men are into looks. Women need like a story, right? It's all about power, title. It's a story. It's not about the looks for women, right? I mean, let me tell you something. I mean, you could have the Melinda Gates. I mean, not a lot of guys are lining up for Melinda Gates. You know what I mean? Bill Gates' ex-wife. She's got a couple billion. I don't know how many billion, but nobody's lining up for that, But women, I mean, if a guy has got like the ugliest guy in the world, but he's like he's got a title, they go crazy. I mean, he should know this guy's English, right? I think he's English. He's giving us donations in pounds sterling. Just look at what's his name? Look at what's that guy? Who's the brother of King Charles? Prince. What's his name? Is it Philip? Is it Philip? Oh, here we go. Watch Nicholas has been lifted out of peasanthood. He's now an aristocrat. Now he can tell his sugar mamas, hey, look, I don't want to brag. I'm actually a baron. And I really, in my home country, I'm referred to as a baron. But look, since we're in America, you don't really have to call me a baron. You really don't have to. And if we get married, I mean, in theory, technically, you'd be a baroness. But we're in America, so it doesn't really matter. That's the ultimate aphrodisiac for women. They love that stuff. Like who's the guy? It's Prince Philip, right? No, who's the guy that was kicked out of the house? King Charles's brother, the ne'er-do-well, the Epstein Island visitor. I mean, that guy that guy was getting so much action. It's unbelievable. Only because he was like Andrew. There we go. Andrew, Prince Andrew. I mean, because the guy is, what is he? I think he was a baron, right? He was a duke? I think he was a duke, right? Well, now you're a duke. Duke Davidson. You're the Duke of Horology. the Duke of all horology now, because you've lifted so many of these peasants out of peasanthood. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's go back to the axis of Cuck and the axis of Chomo. I mean, this is the Chomo channel that he's got there. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, we're seeing the comments here. Look at this. So he's gonna flip this watch. He's gonna wear it. He's gonna flip it.
So Mark, calm down.
So atrocious.
I don't listen to guys that only own Rolex.
Even a guy, even a habitu of the Man Country bathhouse is disgusted with this watch.
No, I'm wearing a shitter right now. The difference is my shitter costs $600, and it's not plastic. That's the other difference.
Hear me out. 35 grand, brand new. There's only 3, maybe 4 listed on Chrono.
Oh, like I said, it's an iceberg. There's 100 more behind it. Believe me. All these gray market guys, they're getting those watches like 10 cents on the dollar from Ulysse Nardin. That's what happened. That's how the brand went downhill because of all the discounting, right? From the gray market, it drove down the prices. It's a death spiral. It's a death spiral. This guy thinks he's going to what do you call it? He's going to get in front of the iceberg.
Because nobody wants them, nobody bought them.
No, they don't make that many. There's only 250 in the world, Mark.
These are made in an injection.
Hold on a second. There's 250 in the world. That's okay. There's only 250 in the world. Oh my God, this guy. I think he's actually an intelligent guy. I mean, I know. Okay, all kidding aside, I think this Kesslowitz guy is actually like an intelligent guy. I mean, he's like a successful guy, right? But again, he's in LA. Everybody in LA is a little bit like they're all a little bit retarded. So he thinks there's only 250 in the world. How many do you think of these watches do you think they make? They only can make a few because nobody wants that shit. So they make them in limited quantities. That's not low production. I mean, the demand for Ulysse Nardin is not 250. They made 250, but the demand is not 250. The demand is probably 20. There's like 20 or 30 guys who are buying them in, like, I don't know, Uzbekistan, Dagestan. There's like probably some Russian guy. There's some guy from obviously Chomostan, Kyrgyzstan, and Bukyakistan. All the Stan countries are buying these. Kyrgyzstan, Bukyakistan, and Chomostan. That's right. That's what's going on. That is what's going on. This limited edition. That's right. That's what it is. Look, a limited edition, a real limited edition is, let's call it 10 watches, maybe 25 watches. Because what these guys don't tell you is, they don't make that many of these. They make, I don't know, they have 100 models, whatever it is. And, they hopefully they're going to make a couple hundred because nobody wants it. I mean, you know how easy it is to make a limited edition of this watch? You know how easy it is? You just change the color. You just, you press a button on the machine and it goes from this red Bukyaki color to like green.
Plastic mold someplace deep in the heart of Russia. But enjoy it. If you like it, you should.
Marcus, are you in Chicago? Look, Michael Jordan 23.
That is
Bulls colors.
That is excremental in
Bulls,
nature.
the Bulls.
But hey, you know what? You like some plastic?
Mark, this is perfect.
You had Mike fascinated. Mike is fascinated by the amalgam, which includes plastic from all the different recycling groups.
Yeah. I like the uniqueness of the dial, and I'm usually not like enamored by different things, but the way they went about doing this one is pretty cool.
I'm so happy for you, Keslo. I mean, and I'm now. This is sincere. This is the sincere.
By the way, I don't think any Russians would even buy this. I think the Russians have moved on from this. I mean, you know who's buying this? It's like real newbies, like in Asia, like in Singapore, like real newbies. They're getting like real. I don't know. But they're not buying this. They're buying like the real high end version. They're not buying this. They're buying more like I don't know, more very limited edition stuff, and they're getting massive discount. I mean, this is like you can't give this stuff away. This is like a disaster.
Part of it. I am so happy for you that that you're at the point in your life and in your career where you can throw away $25,000 and feel good about it. I feel that that's like a good thing in your life. Good for you. Good on you.
I gotta be totally honest. I gotta be honest with you, Kesto. Please tell us what you paid, okay? Like, was it less than half?
Boy, if it was over 6.
I'll tell you in private, but you can't tell anyone.
Buddy, I'm going to tell you a secret, Archie. I'm telling you, it's going to be our secret. It's going to be intimate. This little secret, like little girls. We're like little 12-year-old girls whispering secrets to each other. Look at this. Look at this Kyrgyzstani. He's got the JJ Watch Hangout thing there. He's so proud of that JJ Watch Hangout. What is that? Like some sort of postcard, some sort of bukyaki. That's direct from Bukyakistan. I mean, this watch is from Bukyakistan. Bukyak, not Bukaki, but Bukyakistan. Okay, 2 different countries. Bukakistan is in Japan. It's a Japan version. Bukyakistan is JJ. It's a Bukyak. It's the Bukyaks are from there.
No. I'm really not. I'm proud, actually. I'm going to make money on it.
All right. Well, that would be nice.
I'm actually planning on selling it tomorrow.
Oh,
excellent. Nice. Well,
you can make a profit. You got to make the profit.
Listen, if you make money on this thing, then we're not worthy. And hail to thee.
Patel Philippe, $2. You missed the super chat above Rich Mitch. Let me have a look.
I will have a look now. I mean, well, first of all, they moved on. I think the Russians are buying, but the Russians who are buying, they're buying like high end stuff. I mean, they're buying Patek or they're buying whatever. They're not actually. I don't even know if the Russians would buy a Richard, but I think to the Russians they want to have a little bit of. I think most Russian collectors. They need to have the security of like a heritage brand. They got to have like something with some age. I don't think they feel comfortable to Richard Mille, unless maybe it's like a very young guy. But no, I think most of the guys want like Patek Philippe. They feel secure with Patek Philippe, basically. Maybe, Audemars Piguet, that type of, obviously Rolex, whatever, but they're not buying. They moved on from this. Yeah, this is very, very, very funny. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to review a real collection.
Super chat. We got one above him, and it is CB Keslow. I applaud for your courageous choice.
Courage.
Thank you. So you're gonna have balls to buy Ulysse Nardin.
Oh yeah.
Did you pull the-
Look, okay. Look, you basically need to be retarded, is what you need. I mean, this is Ulysse Nardin. I mean, somebody told him this stuff. Somebody told him all this stuff, and like,
Did you see that video I sent you? I sent you a vid. Did you get that?
Bear is very thankful to you,
he's
Tesla.
now a backpack dealer. So Kessler is now a backpack dealer. I think he took the Anthony Farah course. I think he got groomed by Anthony. I mean, they're both in LA, right? They're both in downtown LA. I think maybe they worked out together at the gym, and an intimate friendship developed, and that's what's going on. And now Kessler is a burgeoning backpack dealer.
No, just give us a look. Can you show us what it came with?
I mean, not much.
It's not much. A backpack.
It came with a giant fist.
Fist, that's right. You got a giant.
I mean, not much. You get some of these little, congratulations and.
Congratulations, you're a sucker.
You got really?
Yeah, I feel like it's time. It might be time for.
I like a little nail. No, I like a little nail. I don't like them that short.
Mani Petty.
No, I don't like them that short.
This guy's got nasty nails. That's disgusting. I thought the guy was kind of like a metrosexual. I think it was a metrosexual. Apparently not. Those nails are kind of nasty. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, oof. Wait, shit. What happened to my video? It's not working. Wait, is it working? I think we froze. Did we freeze? I think we froze. Hang on, we gotta something is going on with the YouTube. Hang on here. Hang on.
My God.
There it is.
I love New York. New York is,
Okay, hang on. So we got to do speed. We got to go speed, playback speed 1.5, right? That's what we got to do. Okay, so
I really miss the vibe of the city.
I see it both ways. I see it as I like the watch. I got it because I'd be happy with it.
Because I would never.
No, I got it for such a good price that if I can flip it, fucking take it.
I'm very confused. Is he buying the watch? Is he flipping it? You know what it is? It's kind of like being a day trader. It's like you're a day trader, but if the trade goes against you, oh, now you're a long-term investor. I mean, it's like, you buy a stock to flip it for like or Bitcoin, whatever it is, to flip it for like, I don't know, an eighth. I'm dating myself. For like 5 cents. Okay, you're buying it to make 5 cents or 25 cents. And it goes against you. All of a sudden, it gaps down, and you know what? I love the story. Now I'm a long-term investor now. Yeah, this is sad. Should we pivot to a real collection? Should we pivot to a real watch, a heavy hitter watch? Should we pivot to a heavy hitter watch collection review? Hang on a sec, because this is like, okay, you guys see this? I mean, this is a disaster. I mean, it's an epic disaster. Like it's a Hindenburg. I mean, it's a Hindenburg disaster. Hang on a second. Okay, so if you guys want, if the punters, I'll tell you what. If the barons, if the aristocrats want, I'm going to pivot to a real legitimate watch collector review. Shall we pivot? This is what happens when you become a baron. When you become an aristocrat. I'll let Duke Davidson decide. Duke Davidson, should we do more roasting of this peasant, or should we pivot to a serious watch collection? Until you decide, we'll do this thing here. This hang on a second. Let's go back to this Bukiak.
Yeah.
Because I see.
I'm only joking with you, Kessler.
Yeah, this is a good super chat. Pull this up. Get your phone out. Get Dave on the line.
Oh man. Okay, this is just. It's a disaster. Okay, let's pivot to a serious watch collection. Okay, let's see the opposite. What is the opposite? What is the opposite of Bukiak Kessler? what's the opposite of Bukiak Kessel? Okay, we're gonna pivot. So we're gonna change the banner. We're gonna change